Hello, everyone. This is post-recording Imogen. Just here to say that I want to put a little trigger warning before this episode. Just trigger warning for parental loss, self-harm, and substance abuse. I had a great conversation with Taylor Simpson. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks for listening to the pod.
That was a good ribbon.
Ribbit.
That was pretty good.
Do you guys want to hear my Stitch impression?
Yes. Sure.
Oh, Hannah means family. Family means never left behind or forgotten.
That was
It's a little bit German, and I like it.
It's Stitch if you went German. Wiener Schnitzel. Wait, that might be offensive. Cut that.
Don't worry.
Okay, all right. Are you German?
Half German.
Okay.
Yeah, not real German, but I love to make fun of Germans. My mom
Das
doesn't
is
Yeah.
think
good.
it's funny. Yeah, my
Das is
mother
good.
doesn't think it's funny, but I think it's funny.
Okay,
Sometimes
so
I'll just-
we're on the same
Yeah.
page. We're good. Okay.
She's got like a German accent, but she's been here for a really long time, so sometimes I'll just repeat things back to her in her accent, and she'll be like, I do not sound like that.
Das Madonna.
Yeah, I do not sound like that. Please.
Das no.
Do the same thing with my parents.
Okay, well, I've
They're
got Poppy's
British.
approval. I feel better now.
Yeah.
We're good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Must Be the Place. I'm your host, Imogen J. Lister. We are here in Toronto, in West End, beautiful Roncesvalles on a sunny day. And today I'm talking to Taylor Simpson of Wishwell Band, who I reached out to me to be on the podcast and has his own project. And yeah, I'm excited to get into it and all the details. We talked about a little bit already. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Good.
So
good.
happy to be here.
Right.
You got to leave in the bit that we had at the beginning. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Definitely.
I was gonna
That
make a
was
joke
good.
halfway through, but I was like, "Don't interrupt the intro, Taylor. Don't interrupt it." I was like, "I thought we were in Germany."
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Well, anyways,
Wait
we're
a
in
second.
Toronto.
Wait, we're actually in Germany. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay,
right.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
We need to get in the vibe.
What
of that.
city of Germany are we in? I feel like we're in.
Berlin.
What the heck? Oh, Berlin.
Berlin.
Berlin. I was like, whoa. Where's that?
Wait, the accent too strong.
Dusseldorf.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm doing great. Thanks for
you're
having
so
me on the
good.
pod. I appreciate it.
Of course.
This
No,
must be the place.
Thank you. We said the thing. We said the thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm super happy that you're here. It's and like it seems like your own podcast, your own vibe about like mental health and just like being open and vulnerable in that way. And I feel like that aligns well with what I wanted, the conversations I want to have, and like
Amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
and
glad
what
to
we're
hear
doing
that.
on here. Yeah,
It's perfect.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Tell me a little. We talked about it earlier before we got on, but tell me a little bit more about like your band and the mission statement and recent developments with that and everything. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, of course. We'll get into it. So, hi everyone. I'm Taylor. I'm the lead singer from Wishwell. We're like an indie rock, alternative rock band from Toronto. It's always funny like trying to come up with genres. It's just like we do so much. It's like I don't know. We fall under the rock umbrella.
Exactly. Rock stuff. That's
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So our whole like core mission and like belief system in the band is spreading mental health awareness. And shouting out like suicide prevention and stuff like that, and we're just big advocates of that. And like we write from a very personal place, whether it's me or the other guys in the band, Sonny, Nick, and Michael. Shout out to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a very like it comes from a personal place. Our songs of either like depression, anxiety. I have OCD as well, so sometimes I talk about that, or a relationship ending, or outlook on life being kind of pessimistic, or all kinds of subjects that fall under like mental health and stuff like that. And it's what we sing about a lot. And I would say like the main silver lining through it all is just like there is hope. Like we don't want to ever leave anybody like distraught listening to our songs. Like yeah, it's somber and sad sometimes, but it's like there's always like a silver lining thread through it all of like there's a glimmer of hope. Like we got through it, we're going through it and getting through it. Like you can too, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, our band is like a big believer in that that mindset. And yeah, I was just talking to Imogen before we started rolling about HeartSupport, which is a nonprofit mental health organization that we partnered with in the U.S. And we've actually just become one of the first ambassador bands for that nonprofit, which is super, super exciting.
It's such a cool concept to have like these not-for-profits that like have such a clear mission statement joined with like art in like a beautiful way, like that beautiful like companionship.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Mhm.
And they're so big in like the music scene as well. Like they're very music driven.
Mm.
It was actually started by a lead singer of a band,
Oh, cool.
and so
Okay.
like he started in 2009, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Mhm.
But anyways, it's been going for years, and I actually used it in high school.
Okay.
And so now to be full circle, like coming back to it now and
Mhm.
being one of the first ambassador bands for something that I used to use in high school to get through stuff
Mm.
is so like it's weird to even think about now. Like it's very serendipitous how it all worked out the way it is. We're so super excited because like I think I was telling the guys in the band too, and like everyone was kind of asking us like, okay, so you guys sing about mental health, which is cool, but there's a lot of bands that do that, right? Like, and not to take away any of what they're doing. Like more people should be singing and talking about it for sure,
Yeah.
but it just never felt like enough for us if that was going to be like our identity as a band,
Okay.
was going to be based around this mental health awareness, suicide prevention kind of advocacy. I was like, hey, so we're talking the talk, but we need to walk the walk as well.
Totally.
And so that's what we went out of our way to partner with a nonprofit organization that offers free mental health services, by the way, which is exciting because we don't have a lot of that accessible to us these
Anywhere.
days or
Yeah.
really anywhere. And it, mind you, it's not like a replacement for therapy or counseling by any means, but it's like a peer support program. So it's like this is supposed to be partnered or paired with a therapist or a counselor or a psychiatrist to kind of give you two options to have as
Mhm.
like support.
It's like so important to have like another option though. Like I feel
Mhm.
like somebody, to be a little bit personal, I recently reached out to like a group, like a grief support group, because like I'm like, yeah, like therapy and friends and everything can only get you so far. It's important to have like that other outlet. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Sometimes when you go to a therapist or a psychiatrist, it can feel kind of like daunting or like it could feel like very
Yeah.
professional
A
or
little bit
like
clinical. Yeah.
clinical is probably better. I was going to say corporate.
Yeah. You're right.
It
That's
depends on the
exactly
space that they're in, I guess.
it
But
can.
luckily, my therapist works in like a great, cool like room, so it like doesn't feel like I'm in an office or whatever,
Cool.
which is
Yeah.
great. But I know some people's it can work out that way. So like having something separate from that, I mean, that's obviously important. That's first, but then having something separate from that that doesn't feel as like clinical or doesn't feel as like what's the word I'm looking for?
Like, yeah, like I think professional. Like you're
You
kind of
know,
right.
like a
Like it's
more
more just
professional
like
setting.
a
It's about
peer, like friends. Like you're just like vibing.
You want that like
Yeah.
friend vibe. Is
Yeah.
basically what I'm trying to say. It's like you want that kind of like other space that's not so like professional or clinical like what you've been saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
gives you those two options to go from.
Yeah.
So
Or just being able to like talk to someone in like a really casual way instead of like kind of like your therapist kind of directing you towards like therapy speak and stuff, which is like helpful for its own reasons. But like
right.
also just being able to be like, bro, like I feel like shit. Like, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
casually it's important.
It's someone that you can just like vibe out with,
Mhm.
for lack of a better term. It's just like
Exactly.
it's great. And so once I found out about them and what they do when I was younger, it was so cool to like use that tool back then. They've only progressed so much since then too of like the avenues that you go down. Like for instance, like I actually volunteer through them as well outside of Wishwell. I'm a peer support call worker, and I've also just joined the support wall as well. So now I've got two volunteer positions at HeartSupport.
Sick.
So I have like weekly meetings with someone I was matched with as like kind of like a pen pal sort of situation.
Cool.
And so I'm like their direct peer support. And so we kind of like work together every week to like discuss the issues they've been having, or maybe something they talked about with their therapist that they want someone else's opinion on, or so I kind of act like that. So I do weekly calls with them, and then I'm part of the support wall team now, where there's basically like a forum that each support worker gets, and it filters all of the social media posts from HeartSupport's different platforms. So like they have a YouTube page where they have a therapist react to music videos,
Okay, cool.
and she kind of breaks it down like mental health wise, like the lyrics and stuff. It's super cool, and it's like a very interesting reaction type content
Yeah, that's so cool.
that I don't really see too much of. Like you have reaction channels that like react to music and stuff, but like she actually breaks down the lyrics and kind of puts her own interpretation of what she thinks it means, and like talks about her experiences. And she's a trained professional obviously. So but yeah,
Really
so
sick,
the
yeah.
YouTube comments from there, the Facebook comments, the Instagram, TikTok, they all get filtered into this page so that we can see them. And so whenever you have time, you can go on and like, I mean, they obviously train you for this, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can go on and like reply back directly to these people
Okay.
on any sort of platform through this forum.
Cool. Okay.
Like the support wall. So yes,
Yeah.
you can like give direct help to these people that are reaching out through these social platforms as well, not just like the phone calls and stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Instead of letting anything go like missing, like
Yeah.
unseen or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
making
it's
sure that you're
super cool,
available.
and I'm just so fortunate and grateful to be a part of an organization that I believe in and like that I've seen from the ground up.
That's
you
really
know,
cool.
and now that I'm a part of it in a small way, like I'm just so excited.
Part of it in like several ways,
A
like
lot of
like,
capacities.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
And then even with
That's
our
awesome.
band partnering with them just recently, like that's still in the works. So like we'll see where that goes, but
yeah,
it's just another avenue for us to like, spread awareness and
be a part of
it's
it.
just be a part of the whole thing. Yeah, it's super
Exactly.
exciting. So between Wishwell and HeartSupport volunteering, that's like
You're a
most
busy
of
guy.
my time these
yeah.
days.
Yeah, and you're a busy guy, and like the podcast too, and everything.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole
fellow
thing.
podcaster to fellow podcaster.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a podcast called The Mental
time.
Break where I try to break down the stigma surrounding mental health conversations. So I have guests come on and, we just kind of talk about their story and what they're vulnerable and able to say or feel safe to say. And then, yeah, it's just about making those conversations more accessible to people that need them, that need to hear them, and breaking down those kind of barriers and like society's taboo against those kind of conversations, like talking about suicide, talking about depression, talking about anxiety and all these things that like people are kind of shying away from talking about or like feel insecure to talk about. Like the whole thing with podcasts is basically like I want people to like who are listening to the podcast to feel like they're a part of a friend group.
That's cool.
And they're just listening to two people talk normally.
They're just kind of like processing their own things while
listening. And I want them to
Yeah.
listen to it and be like, whoa, these two are just like openly talking about this.
That's cool.
And like maybe I could talk about like this and like, I want to create a safe and vulnerable space for people.
That's really cool.
And like just try to build some sort of small community around it and like,
Exactly. Like it'd
the
be
mental
cool
break fam.
to like like pair listeners up almost and be like, hey, you guys have a conversation. Like
start my own HeartSupport with mental break.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll just take over the world. It's fine.
Yeah, just mental health bit by bit. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so
start the
sorry,
whole
that's
thing.
a long-winded answer to what you asked me, but yeah.
No, that's sick.
That's me.
You got a lot going on, and it's cool that you have like such a strong intent with everything that you have going on, like a really, really strong vision of it, which is so important to have. Yeah. Do you feel like we'll get into the songs, we'll listen to them,
Yeah, totally.
we'll do it one by one. Do you feel like these songs are gonna bring out a vulnerable part of you and
100%.
like go into that? Okay, cool.
Well, we talked off camera before we started rolling about like how unorthodox these picks are.
Yeah.
I don't want to guarantee this. I don't know the rest of the guests you've on the show,
Yeah.
but like they're not love songs by any means, but like they're love songs to me. And, I'm sure we'll get into it more and I can explain what that means. But yeah, I think these the ones that I picked for this podcast, I mean, coincide with everything we just talked about with the mental health stuff. And like they played a place in my life that kind of made them love songs to me.
Let's do the first song then. I think
Let's
that's a
do
great
it.
little transition into it. So our first song that we're listening to is Big Machine by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that was such a fun pick. I'm gonna say I haven't listened to the Goo Goo Dolls in like years, like since like high school, and so the voices were like so nostalgic. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
Johnny
this is-
Resnick.
Yeah. I was like, it's like taking me
Taking
back
you back
to high
to
school a little bit.
the early 2000s.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that well. Yeah, but
For me, anyways.
for you,
but-
yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
the 90s
10
for
years
me, but
ago. But yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, like 10 years ago I was listening to this and I was like, yeah.
Listen to Iris
emo.
probably.
A little bit.
And I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
want the world to see.
You've got it. You got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, totally a love song. I don't know if that was one that you were
Re-
thinking it
oh,
wasn't
okay.
a love song. Yeah, totally. But like, I'm curious to hear your interpretation of it. And
Yeah, I mean, like, so
What's meant to you?
I grew up on the Goo Dolls because of my mom, and we're gonna get into it.
Go for it.
It's gonna be vulnerable, so trigger warning anybody that lost their parents. So growing up with my parent, like both my parents have passed away. They passed when I was really young. Like my dad passed when I was 10, and my mom passed when I was 13. So I didn't really get much time with them, unfortunately, on this planet. But the time that I did get, the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, they gave you the gift of that. as
My
well as
mom
many
was
other
like
things.
a massive Goo Goo Dolls fan.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I actually got to meet them too, which is really cool. I was
Oh,
like
wow.
maybe 5 or 6 years old, and they like came through Peterborough, like the town I grew up in. And on the same street as us, like maybe 5 or 6 houses down, was like the main rock DJ for like the main rock station in Peterborough.
Okay. Yeah.
And my mom and him were friends.
Cool.
So like whenever a band came through town, like my mom was a big rock head. So whenever a band came through town, like he would give her passes to like the shows or come in the studio and like talk to
so
them, whatever.
cool.
Like it was so sick. And like I was so young, like I wish I had like been a bit older so I could appreciate it a bit more.
really
I was
be in it,
like,
yeah.
Mom, what are we doing? And I was like, but then like in hindsight now, like my grandma telling me like, you know, after my mom passed away, she's like, oh yeah, you met this band, And I was like,
Why don't I even remember it? Like, yeah.
it's like I didn't appreciate it then, but I wish, you know. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I ended up meeting the Goo Dolls, but besides the point. Yeah, no. So this band holds a special place in my heart because it's one of the first bands I really, really got into. Hi, Sophia. It's one of the like bands I got into really early, like that got me into rock music, and because of my mom, and this was her favorite song.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's why it's a love song for me. Is that like it reminds me so much of my mom.
Definitely.
Because like every time I hear this, I like surprised I didn't cry. Because like normally every time I hear this song, like when you sent me the form to like fill out for the songs, this was the first one that came to my head was this one. And like every time I listen to it these days, like I don't listen to it very often, but whenever I do, it just like I just
Like, that's
break out
it.
into tears. So I'm glad I got through it without crying. But yeah, no, that song just I don't know, it just hits me in a way.
Definitely.
I couldn't even tell you what it's
Like,
about. I just listened to it's just a vibe.
The
thing for
vibe
me.
of it is right in there.
You
Yeah.
know?
There are lyrics about just like what I do for you and stuff. And like I think like that familial love honestly hits really hard with it. I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
it was gonna be like more of a personal love or something like that, but I think like the familial love with this song like really aligns well. Yeah, and I definitely like a bit of context on me and my like relationship with grief is my brother passed away in September.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I know like those songs that just sound like a letter from them and like
Yeah.
those songs that really just like feel like they mean like they're talking to you now. Yeah,
Mhm.
are like so important to have.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, it's like having a little piece of my mom with me in this song,
Exactly.
right? Because she listened to it so much when I was a kid. It was her favorite song, right? But yeah, now it's like morphed into like what it is now for me, where it's like this little piece I get to hold of her in this song. And it's funny because I actually like, and again, don't quote me on this, I'm not really sure, but I feel like this song is about someone living in the big city, hence Big Machine, and battling a drug addiction. I believe is what Johnny Resnick wrote it about. Again, if I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry, but that's just my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
So it kind of has like a duality for me because like I was also a drug addict for many years. And so in a weird way, it's like my mom saying, I'm blind and waiting for you. It's like one of the chorus lines, right? And it's like she was like, I don't know. It's like she was like sending this to me from the past and the future. You know, knowing
Like she knew what was what was unpacking for you. And
yeah, and
Yeah.
it was kind of like a subliminal message of like, I see you, son. You're gonna get through this, okay?
Yeah.
Because like the drug addiction was like mainly because of losing them, right? And so I feel like the song, weirdly enough, is like a reminder of like, okay, so I got through drug addiction. Like my mom's like, hey, don't do that again. I'm blind and waiting
That's
for you,
it.
and now I'm here. You know.
Yeah.
You know, so it's interesting how it worked out that way. And I literally just thought about that like yesterday when after I sent them to you, and I was like, wow, that does kind of mean that.
It has like the
Maybe
dual
think about it
meaning.
more. Like when I was prompted for like these 3 love songs, I was like, oh, this does mean something more than just having a piece of my mom as a part of this song. You know.
Definitely yeah, like through grief like I've found so many songs have found like new meaning or just like like grown a little bit or like there's specific lines as well where you're just like that is a direct
Yeah,
a direct
that correlates to
directly at
me.
me.
Yeah.
Like this is about me and only me actually.
Yeah.
In this moment where and also like for me I find like listening to songs that especially I relate to with a person it's like it really like is like a grieving of like a whole time that existed rather not just the person like like grieving childhood or like a place and time.
Yeah, it's almost like a piece of myself that I lost. You know, because it happened so young, when I was so young, and the memories that I have of that song were me as a kid in the car with my mom, like, and she's blasting it and rocking out with her like perm that she had, and like, you know, she was like, I'm blind, and you know, like, so like, yeah, it's definitely like a time capsule, I would say, as well as it is a song, and like the love song aspect of it for me is just like it reminds me of the love that I had for my mom, and the love that she bestowed upon me for this kind of music, because it really shaped who I am now. Because like whether I know it consciously or not, like there is some Goo Goo Doll aspect to the way that I write music because of the influence from her.
because it's like so deeply ingrained into
Exactly. And
you.
it ties into everything from when I was a kid onward, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I picked this song because it just like reminds me of my mom.
Yeah, that's
And
beautiful.
it's like a deeper unconditional love, I would say, than your typical. It's interesting though, like how you approach a love song. Like how do you define a love song? You know, because like when I think about it, when you prompted me with it at first, I was like, it's funny. I like didn't say this to you before, but I was like, I'm not really a big fan of love songs.
Fair.
Call me
Yeah.
jaded, but like it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like your typical love song
Like
where it's
a-
like
like
boy meets girl
a
or girl
corny
meets girl,
little
boy meets
thing.
boy. Like
Exactly.
you know, it's like they fall in love and it's like like this is great. It's just like I don't.
Like just over
It's
that.
fine. But
Yeah.
I've heard it before.
There's
like it's
there's other things that you can get into.
yeah,
it's-
and
I
like
get
love
it.
is so
Yeah.
much like on a wider spectrum than that for me, anyways. And I don't want to sound pretentious with saying that, but like I just feel that way, and I feel like love can be interpreted in many different ways other than of romantic.
Exactly. And that's also
Um,
like a huge part of just like, like not defining what a love song is. Like, as much as I like, the purpose of the podcast came from this place of like, I think like a playlist is like a modern sonnet kind of vibe. That was like where it really came from. It's not necessarily like it's just a gift. A playlist is just a gift so that like you put effort into and love into, and the song is also like part of that, that passion
Right.
that comes with it. So
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think like it's also like, yeah, like listening to different kinds of love songs and just like how it's really just like the personal aspect of it that makes it a love song more than
Right.
anything.
Yeah, I think love songs can be subjective, or I hope they can be subjective at
Yeah.
least, because like I walked in today and I was like, just guys, let you guys know, all of mine are unorthodox picks. They were classic.
So fun.
But like Poppi gave me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
That Goo Goo Dolls is a
Yeah.
love song, so
This is totally a love song.
Nailed it.
And it's a love song for
I love
you
it.
too, which is what matters.
And that's I feel like once I explain it further, that makes sense, more sense context wise. But yeah, for me, it's just like it's unconditional love from my mom, and that's why this is like pick number one for me. It's like
Totally.
every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, there she is.
Yeah.
She's right there with me.
Has it come up in like really unexpected places?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was actually thinking. I was just literally thinking about a moment of when I was in a restaurant and like it started playing, and I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
I'm just trying to eat food, man. Like I don't want to start crying now.
Exactly.
But no, like it's interesting because like now I have like a interesting relationship with this song because like I got through without crying today, but it also brings joy, not just the sadness because it's part of it obviously. Like, cause my mom passed and there was a while there where I just couldn't listen to the song anymore because it just reminded me of her too much.
Totally.
And the lyrics are kind of sad too. It's like I'm blind and waiting for you.
Yeah.
God, it's good to be alive, but I'm still waiting for you. It's like, oh man.
It almost applies too well. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like there's a long time there where I like every time I listened to it, I would bawl. I was just like, I can't enjoy this song for the sake of enjoying it anymore because it just reminds me too much of her. And then, fast forward through the grieving process and, everyone's still grieving. It's not linear path. Like, I'm still grieving my mom, but it's easier now
Yeah.
to listen to.
Sometimes, yeah. There's days when it like is gonna hit like it did, and then there's days where it's
Right.
like, yeah, like
Today was
just
joyful.
enjoy it. Yeah.
I've
that's
had a good day so far today, and I was looking forward to this podcast. And so, like, hearing it now, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I picked this song. 'Cause, like, it represents my mom so well. I know, like, my mom, wherever I don't, I'm not a religious person, but wherever my mom is in the universe, I'm sure, she's looking at it going, that's my son.
Thank you for that one. Yeah.
Thank you for shouting out Goo Goo Dolls. And Goo Goo Dolls, if you watch or hear this podcast, hi, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I hope that would be really sick.
That'd be
but-
pretty cool for
yeah.
everyone involved today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this song means a lot to me.
Yeah, that's a beautiful pick, and like, yeah, thank you for being like so open about that one and everything. And
Of course.
yeah, were there anything else you wanted to mention about it, or
I haven't seen it live yet.
yeah,
And I would
That's kinda-
die to see it live. So
yeah,
Goo Goo Dolls.
I understand that. I'm going to see the Lumineers in very very indie.
Hell yeah.
In September with my mom, and I don't know. Here, I guess I can actually like bring it out. I don't know. I have like a zine named after a Lumineers song that I made about like the grieving process with my brother,
Wow.
and that's gonna be a intense
Yeah.
concert for me. So yeah,
It's gonna be a visceral response to that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna.
It's gonna be therapeutic though. And
Yeah,
cathartic.
exactly. It will be good. But yeah, so I'm rooting for you to get the day to
If I go see
see
Goo Goo
it.
Dolls and they play Big Machine, I am gonna be a puddle on the floor.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you gotta like spam their Instagram.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, play this song. Please play this song.
Please come to Toronto and please play this song.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it.
Yeah, let me get on stage and sing it with you.
Yeah.
Then I would cry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a lot. That's
I'd do
crazy.
it, though.
Yeah.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Do you ever play the song or cover it, or is
No,
it
I've
another
never
way that
played
you've
it.
processed it? No.
No,
Okay.
it's funny. Yeah, it's funny you asked that. I've never actually tried to. You know what? I'm gonna go home and try to learn now. That's my goal for. No, it's too nice outside. I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn it outside. There you go.
Yeah. Bring the guitar.
But no, I've
out.
never played it though. I think probably because like there was that whole time period like after my mom passed where I just like couldn't listen to it anymore. So I didn't really have any desire to play it, and then it just kind of slipped my mind through time, you know. But yeah, now thinking about it, I would love to play that song.
Yeah.
It'd be very fun.
Yeah. See, my new way of processing it.
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
air guitaring the whole time anyway, so I
Might
feel
as
like that's a
well.
sign from the universe.
Might as well. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Should we listen to the next one?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Perfect. This next song is Two Coins by City and Color.
Fun fact, before we hop into the song, I was actually in one of his music videos.
Oh, sick.
I won
Okay.
a competition through Dynamite Records as an
Nice.
extra. So I got to be in one of his music videos,
That's so cool.
which was so fucking cool. It was probably like one of the best days of my life.
Which music video is it? I don't know them that well, but I'm
It's for
curious.
Wasted Love.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so check it out after.
Yeah, I'll have to
You'll
see.
see me, be like, oh, there he is.
in the background.
You're like, oh, there he is.
That's
I have
so
like
cool.
2 like pretty prominent scenes where you could see me.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like were all the extras like
Yeah, so like
contest
the
winners,
whole
or-
extra that they cast were all people from the competition.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was like you sent in a headshot and like a little biography about yourself and like what City and Color means to you and all that kind of stuff and what your favorite song. It's just like a little
That's
bio
so
thing,
sick.
and then you send it in, and then like they just handpicked who they wanted in the video
Cool.
that like matched the vibe they were going for, I guess.
Vibes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so it was like I think it was like 1,000 submissions, and they ended up taking like 100.
Okay.
So the fact they picked me out of like 1,000 people, I was like, they really like me.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it was an amazing experience. It was incredible.
Dallas Green knows who I am.
Oh, and I got to
Yeah.
meet him and the whole band that day
That's
too.
so
Like,
cool.
and he was so humble, down to earth. Like, it's one of those things where it's like scary to meet your heroes
Yes.
because you never really know. Like, they say like don't
they're
meet your
gonna
heroes,
be.
right? Because they might be assholes, and you're like
Yeah.
they might ruin that
The
image you have of them in your head.
Yeah.
But no, like going to like do the music video shoot and getting to meet him in person, like he's such a cool dude.
Yeah. That's a beautiful pick.
Damn, that song gets me
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, were you feeling it?
Oh, I was in it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad it's gorgeous. It feels like a very personal pick, extremely personal. Pick.
Yep.
It's like obviously they all are, but this one feels like very like there's a journey here.
Yeah.
The song feels like one that's probably grown. I'm
Well,
guessing.
I feel like
but-
teeing it up at the beginning of the pod with what we were talking about and then getting to this song and like you knowing a bit more about me now, like
Yeah.
I'm sure that reflects a lot on this pick.
definitely.
Yeah, this song fucks me up.
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a love song to myself. I tried to like, it's funny, I tried basing it off of people as I guess
I love that. Like
subconsciously how I chose these love songs.
getting a range of
Yeah.
different.
First one was my mom,
feelings.
this one's for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of the next pick's for me too, but yeah, this song holds such a special place in my heart because when it came out, I was in like one of the darkest places of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I was an addict. I was, you know, not to get too personal here, but you know, I had attempted a few times in my life up until this point. So I really shouldn't even have been here. You know, I should have been dead. And so that's why that line in the chorus resonates with me so much. I've always been dark with light somewhere in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like my life has been effed from the beginning, you know, with losing my parents so young and you know, I lost both sets of my grandparents too. Like, and then I had a friend, when I was in middle school, like take his own life. So it's just like one after another. And then battling addiction, then getting diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and OCD when I was like 13. So it's like all of these like huge hurdles I'd overcome at such a young age. When I heard this song, I was like, Jesus Christ, this song is like, I just never related to a song so much personally
Mm-hmm.
in my own life of chasing something and not knowing where to search for it and like find the constellation and hope that the star points me in the right direction, you know, and
Yeah.
um
A guiding song for you, like really like something that helps you move
yeah,
forward. And
this song feels
yeah.
like very lost,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find direction
Definitely.
is the best way I
I
can
hear
describe
that.
it. And like when the song came out was like the point that I needed to hear it, because like I was exactly no, I don't know, I can't speak for him obviously, but like from what I got from the song, it's like that's kind of the place he was in. He was very lost,
Yeah.
trying to find direction.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I've always been dark with light somewhere in the distance.
Yeah. The
So-
repetitive notion of that line is so like, yeah, it really feels like searching and hunting and, you know, just trying your best to get through.
Yeah, to
what
work
it
through the
is.
darkness and
Yeah.
like there's something
Mhm.
worth fighting for, you know? Like I've, you know, later in life I told myself like, because I've attempted 3 times to be open and honest about it. Thank God they didn't work and I'm still here because I'm so grateful to be alive, and I wouldn't have experienced all the things my life had experienced if I had gone through with it, right?
Mhm.
And again, that ties back into the line of like, I've always been dark with light somewhere in the distance.
Mhm.
Like I've almost died 3 times, but for some reason I kept coming, like it didn't work and I'm here. So
Kept
it's
coming
like,
back. Yeah.
there's gotta be a reason why I'm here still. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So like, let's go chase that light.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
this song was kind of like a North Star for me.
That's awesome. Do you
Yeah.
remember the first time you heard it? Like this.
Yeah, I bought the
Yeah.
CD. Remember
Wow.
CDs?
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought the CD and I was in my car driving to work or something, and I was like just jamming it out, and I heard the song and I just literally stop.
Wow.
I pulled off to the road and I was like, whoa. You know, like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then I like this. So you asked me about the last song if I learned to play it. This song was one of the first songs
Mm-hmm.
when I first heard it. I was like, I have to play this song
Have to know
because
it.
I just
Yeah.
related to it so much, like lyrically, and like the vibe of the song was exactly how I was feeling, like somber and slow and like high on drugs all the time and like not being able to control my life or knowing what direction to go in. Like this song kind of inspired me to write the way that I do.
Cool. Okay.
Because City and Color is like one of my favorite artists of all time,
Mhm.
easily top 3. I just, you know, I admire his songwriting so much and like his lyricism and the way he crafts his songs and stuff like that. It's just so important to me. And I based a lot of my earlier recordings off of, it's like loosely inspired by his work, right? So yeah, it was like immediate for me. It was like I have to learn to play the song
Yeah.
and I have to make it my own, and I have to like, because I could just speak the words. Like I didn't have to like try to understand. You know, when you cover a song, or I guess, but
Yeah. I
when
understand.
bands cover
Yeah.
songs, it's like you're always searching for the way into the song,
Okay. Yeah.
to like, you know, give it its best chance of being good for your
Mhm.
cover, right? For me, this was instant. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I know what these words mean already. I'm living it right now.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, like this song was like that feeling of like this song was written for me and like in this moment, and it hits really hard. Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
there's a distinct member that I wanted to talk about with this song.
Oh yeah.
I was in Seneca College
Mhm.
for music. It was Independent Songwriting Performance was the name of the course that I took, and it was basically to like help prepare you become a full-time artist. It was the whole point of the program.
Cool. Okay.
It was an amazing program. I enjoyed it so much. One of the courses in that program was like live performance,
Mhm.
like how to captivate a stage, how to get people in, like confidence playing live and stuff. So basically, like we had a coach who was our professor,
Mhm.
and like he does this for a living. Like he coaches people on the live aspect of it, like how to perform live, how to like get the audience involved, like banter in between songs, like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
To kind of like coach you into it. And I remember it was like maybe the first month in, and he was like, I need a base level for all of you because I don't know where we're starting from. So he's like, pick a song that you can live in. I want to believe it that it's you.
This is your song, your voice coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see. I don't want to see you cover the song. I want you to sing me the song
Mhm.
and like know the feelings, the emotions, because I need to believe it
Mhm.
when I see you on stage sing the song to me. And so immediately I picked this one because I was like, this is where I live, you know. And so it was my turn. It was over the course of like 3 days, and finally I got up and had to do my thing. And at this point, I don't think anybody in the class, other than like maybe 2 people that I was friends with, knew about my story,
Yeah.
about everything that has to
That
do
we
with
talked
this.
about. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
same with the professor. He didn't know either. He was just meeting me for the first time.
Mhm.
And so I sing the song, and it goes well. But he's like, dig in. And I was like, okay, can I sit for a second? He's like, yeah, sit. Tell us about the song. Tell us about what it means to you. And I basically just said exactly what I told you about like my parents passing away, addiction, depression, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like half the people started crying, like in the room. And then I started fucking bawling. Like it's such a vulnerable moment. I'm in front of all these kids that I've only been in school with for like a few months.
Yeah.
And in front of this professor who I just met like for this term or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just there like laying my life out, you know?
You won that moment though with your
And
classmates.
I was just like bawling, and everyone else is bawling, and like we're
That's
just
beautiful.
it was like a crazy moment. It's surreal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I played it again
Yeah.
because he was like, now play it. And then I played it again, and like he started crying, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he was like, that's what I needed.
Wow.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, because it's happening to me.
Oh my God. Everyone here is like so emotional now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just have such deep ties to this song, and it's kind of like weirdly a love song to myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to remind me of like, keep going, man.
Definitely.
You got this. This is the reason why you're doing it,
Definitely.
you know? And so, yeah, it's a beautiful song, and
Mhm.
sorry to get so heavy there.
No, you're
but
good. Yeah, no, I get it. Like there's those songs that really just sound like they're like rooting for you and speaking to you more than anything else. And I think like it's just it's like the power of music, and like you've mentioned that like even your own music it's come full circle where it's done that for somebody else with
Yeah,
before we
which
start
I'm
recording.
still like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I ever get used to, but
Mm-hmm. Which is beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, this is
Mhm.
this is an interesting love song pick for this pod, but for me it's just like it's self-love,
Definitely.
which is important.
Definitely.
Well, I'm starting to learn that's important
Yeah.
over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Definitely guilty of not giving myself enough
Mhm.
love when I was younger, but
Mhm. Yeah.
certainly now.
When did this song come out?
I want to say like 2011, like maybe it says
If I
there.
could find out, if I like go to the album or whatever. There we go, 2013.
2013. Yeah,
Okay,
a long time ago.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it really like it's really carried you through like a whole journey. Like
Yeah, almost half of
just-
my life almost.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's insane to think.
Mhm.
Holy crap, that's crazy to think about.
Definitely.
Well, the fact that I bought it on CD says a lot anyway right
yeah.
there. So,
exactly.
but yeah, no,
Leave it in
it's
the car.
definitely played its part in my life and continues to play its part in my life. I still
Mhm.
play the song to the day.
Yeah. Do you play covers live or? Yeah.
Sometimes, like
Yeah.
we don't do this one as much because it's a bit longer of a song. It's like almost
Definitely.
5 minutes, so it's
Yeah.
like you can't really get away with that at a show playing
It's
a
a hard
5-minute
cover.
song.
Yeah.
But on my own time, I definitely play it a lot.
Return to it.
Yeah, and if I'm ever doing like a solo acoustic thing somewhere, I'll often play this one because it's one of my go-tos.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing all that. That was yeah.
Thank you for having a platform for me to share.
Of course. Yeah. No, these are exactly the kind of stories I love to hear because music means so much to so many people. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's like
and in different ways too,
a way
like
to
that you wouldn't
process.
expect.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you might have
Exactly.
listened to the song and thought of a completely different thing, but
Like-
like to me, it's like to me, it's like listening to a journal entry of myself,
Exactly.
which
I
is
hear that.
which is weird to say, but it really feels like that, where it's like I've had moments in my life where I've been like, man, I'm dark as fuck. I am in the trenches. But there's always that little beacon of light somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, there's always that like my dad was like obnoxiously optimistic.
Okay. Yeah.
Like obnoxiously.
Yeah.
Like he
Too
was
much.
like a attention whore. He like everything had to be about him, and like they had the life of the party. Like so
Yeah.
I have a little piece of that in me, unfortunately. Like I have to check my ego once in a while because I'm like, Dad, get back. And my mom was the reserved one.
Okay.
So I feel like I got a nice balance of both, where I'm the outgoing, crazy psycho that my dad was, but also like I know how to peel it back a little bit because my mom's
You know how to be a little bit more sensitive about it and be a little bit-
reservation.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I get the darkness, but also that little light from my dad.
yeah.
There's a little piece of him in me going like,
that positivity.
you know, like yeah, life is messed up right now, but hey,
Yeah.
you know, it's like that little you guys ever play Zelda where it's like, hey, listen, it's like the little
just like a
Navi.
little reminder in the
Yeah.
ear, and you're like, shut up.
Except for
Sometimes,
just my
but
it's
like
a
you have
floating
to have it
head
there.
of my dad going,
Yeah.
you got this, man, you got light in you, or something like that.
And every now and then you want to just like,
Like,
smack,
I get it,
like,
Dad. Okay.
go away. But like, it's nice to have it, and it's
Yeah.
nice to like, feel it.
So that's what that song
Okay.
means to me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get into the last one then.
Let's
as
do it.
well. So this last song is going to be Discovering the Waterfront by Silverstein. Let's give
My
it a
favorite
listen.
band of all time.
Yeah,
This is like number one.
definitely number one.
I've seen them live 30 times.
Oh my god. You're living the dream with that. Yeah.
I'm
Like,
not joking when I say
yeah.
they're my favorite band.
Are they really, really good live? Are they
They're incredible live.
good energy? Yeah.
I've never ever been to a bad show by them.
That's
And I've seen them
awesome.
30 times.
That's so sick.
Yeah. And I've seen them in like a bunch of different continents too. I saw them in the UK, I saw them in America, I saw them in Canada.
Just everywhere.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah.
I'm definitely like top 50 fan for sure. Like in the world.
Like Spotify Wrapped every time. Not that
Yeah.
you listen to Spotify.
Like if you
but
if
know.
you were to like do that trend on TikTok where it's like you play 5 seconds of the any of their discography, I'd be like, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, just always going through it.
Yeah. It's cool
Beautiful.
too because like I actually am now friends with the guitarist.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That just happened over years of,
Like,
just
being
being chill and
yeah.
following them on their journey. And
That's
he was
so
actually on my
cool.
podcast.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came on my podcast and we shot an episode together and
That's so sick.
I got to know him on like a way deeper level than
A really
surface
intimate level
right?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've been in touch ever since. It's been really cool.
That's so cool.
If you were to tell like 13-year-old Taylor that he'd be not best friends, but like good friends with the guitarist of his favorite band,
That's yeah.
he'd be like, yeah, okay.
I hear that so
Yeah,
hard.
it's insane. But I could just shoot a DM to like the guitarist of Silverstein, my favorite band, and he'll be like, "What's up, dude?"
That's crazy.
It's insane.
I love that for you.
What a life
I
I'm
love
living.
that journey. Like it's been so like that's incredible.
Yeah.
Let's give it a listen.
Yeah,
We'll
let's give
talk
it a
about
listen.
it a little bit more and
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely.
Let's get into it.
Beautiful. I was gonna say that the bridge really like that beautiful. That was incredible.
I'm
it
glad
was
you
getting to
enjoyed
me.
it because
Yeah,
I was like,
that was a really good. Yeah,
"This is an
that
out
was
there
a good
pick,"
one.
but yeah,
Yeah, it was a fun one. Fun in like a pop punk way, but like
Very much
definitely
so.
very personal. I can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah,
yeah. This one's
another
this
one.
is another emotional one for me.
definitely. Yeah,
As of all the picks have been so far, but
that's so fine. Yeah, that's good.
yeah. Oh, what can I say about this song? Oh my god. So here's a fun fact: this song has been my ringtone
Oh wow.
since I was in middle school.
Okay.
Like whatever phone I update, I always made this song my ringtone. It's still currently my ringtone. It's just it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Perfect song. It's a good song.
If
yeah.
someone like point blank was like, "What's your favorite song ever?"
Mm-hmm.
My default answer is this every time.
So yeah, like what emotions are coming up right now with this song? I'm so curious.
I have two
Mhm.
memories that like halfway through listening to it, I was like, "Oh, I should talk about this. It's interesting."
Mm-hmm.
So one is like really fucking sad, and one is like kind of funny.
Okay.
So what do you want? Which one do you want first?
Poppy.
Let's go sad then funny.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do it.
So buckle in. This would have been either the first or second time I tried to commit suicide, and this song was on the background as I was attempting.
Wow.
So it's dark,
Mhm.
but this song interestingly reminds me of that time and how it didn't happen, and it could have. And it was almost like this song was there on purpose.
Mhm.
I don't know if that makes sense, but just like every time I listen to this song, and like I get very emotional listening to this song. It's very like it reminds me of a lot of pain
Yeah.
that I was in. And again, the chorus really relates to that moment of like, I won't forget you.
Mm.
And then counting down and, all these kind of like lyrical lines in the song just really resonate with me in that moment of, this is it.
Extreme. Yeah.
I'm done.
Like
Yeah,
the
I've checked
lowest-
out.
one
Like,
of the lowest points, and yeah, yeah, and I can feel like especially like the pain that's within the song itself.
yeah.
Yeah, brings that together.
And it's interesting because I know for a fact the song's about a relationship that ends between the lead singer and a girlfriend. But for me, it's almost like a relationship ending with myself is the way that I view this song.
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying goodbye to the old me or just me in general. Depends on what time I'm like observing this song.
Okay.
If we're talking about the time that like it was playing in the background while I was attempting, then it's like it's saying goodbye to myself.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. I'm done. What a perfect soundtrack to go out on. Like,
end of a movie. Like,
yeah. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of listening, you know, the chorus. So there's that side of it, and there's the other side of it later in life when I listen to it now, and it's like saying goodbye to my past self. And like, I can't, like, I won't forget you, but I can't live with you now. I've moved on from it.
Like the universe is kind of like accepting that your life is changing and accepting the transition period.
Yeah.
Is that like, yeah.
It's definitely transformed, because if I still felt the same way about it the way that I did then, there's no way I could listen to the song now. It would just be like killing myself every time, pun intended. Sorry, dark humor. But yeah, so that's kind of like the core memory I have with the song in a sad regard. And it's like a love note to myself. This is a very interesting pick for a love song. Now I'm thinking about it, it's like, is this really a love song? But it is like finding love within myself.
Yeah.
You know, because it came from such a dark place. And so let's go to the lighter story.
Yeah, definitely.
So this album in particular, Discovering the Waterfront, is the title track to the album. Silverstein, as we said, from, I don't know if you're gonna cut it or whatever, but Silverstein was like my favorite band of all time, and it was one of the first albums I ever bought as a kid. Like, this came in 2005.
Wow.
This album came out, so it's like 25 years old, whatever that math is. Long time ago.
Years old, yeah.
And I've had this album for like a big chunk of my life.
Carried it with you through so much.
Through so much of every evolution of what I've gone through, right? So I remember I was in an HMV. Remember those?
Yes.
I was in an HMV in the Peterborough Mall, and I was with like grandma, and she was like, "Let's go to pick you up a CD, or grandson." And I was like, "Cool, whatever." So we went to HMV, and I'm walking around, and the cover art of this album is a guy with like emo hair, like covering his face, and he's standing by like a body of water, and he's like just dripping his hand to it, like discovering the waterfront. And I just remember seeing the cover and being like, "This is the one.
This speaks
to
me." Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but this is the one." And then we get in my grandma's car, and I put it in, and she's mortified. Because like this is one of the lighter songs on the record, but there's like screaming and all that kind of stuff. And she looks over, and she's like, "This is what you picked," and I'm sitting, I'm like, what? How old was I? 2005. I don't know. I was like very young, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat of my grandma's car, going, "This speaks to me, Grandma. You don't understand."
Like you're like, what, 14, 13, 14?
Something like that,
yeah.
And I'm like, "It's not a phase,
emo
Mom.
teen,
I
yeah,
love
exactly.
this." Yeah. And then it just became my identity for the next 5 years. Even today, I don't know why I'm saying 5. It was like, it's still my identity. But yeah, this song just means so much to me in so many ways. It's lived with me for that long, and it's like, it reminds me of these dark times in my life where I attempted, and throughout the depression episodes I've had throughout my life, and anxiety and stuff like that, and through my drug addiction and everything that I went through in my life, this song's always been there. It's kind of like a reminder of like, hey, you survived. It's kind of taken a grander kind of scale than.
I'm always into like symbols of like gratitude. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm resonating with what you're saying about this song, is like this gratitude of like, it didn't end, and life goes on, and everything that you can be given through music and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it holds a big place in my heart for sure.
Definitely.
And I guess it's like a self-love song again.
I think self-love songs are overlooked, and I think like acknowledging the journey we've been on is definitely how music is like grows and changes, and a huge part of it.
I agree.
Make playlists for yourselves, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be these 3.
Yeah.
For sure on it.
Definitely.
among other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to share about the song, or?
About this song in particular? Never learned to play it.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I could, honestly. Not that I couldn't play it, but just like the weight of the song.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think I would do it justice.
Real.
I wanted to live the way it is.
Yeah.
In
It's
my
okay
memory.
to be like that. Yeah.
It's like, this isn't my song. It is my song, but it's like not in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Silverstein speaks through it so
The
well
version
that
that's
they
out
don't need
is
to.
good enough for me. I don't need to do my own version of it.
Yeah, if it feels complete, it's complete. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have time to do the last pick, 'cause, there was a fourth pick. Probably not, but
Not officially right now,
That's
but we
fine.
could figure it out in
I
a
just want to
future
at least
time.
talk about
Yeah,
it briefly. 'Cause,
definitely.
like, I should have, in hindsight, I should have put it in the 3, but whatever, it's fine. It's called Landslide
Yes.
by Fleetwood Mac, which,
Yeah.
okay, we know
we
the,
love
we know
it.
that
Yeah.
one, yeah. So that song,
Yeah.
when my dad passed away,
Mm-hmm.
that same year, a movie called Jack Frost came out.
Yeah.
Do you know the one with
I
Michael
do
Keaton,
know it.
where
Yeah.
he comes back as a snowman?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that movie came out that same year my dad passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to go see it in theaters with my mom and my brother, and my mom passed away after this point of being told the story because I was too young to remember. But my grandma, when I was older, told me that after I saw that movie, I'm sorry, this is so fucked up. After I saw that movie, I went home that day and I built a snowman, and I put my dad's hat on it, and I sat out in my mom's front yard for like 2 hours, and I just stared at the snowman waiting for my dad to come back to life.
Wow.
How effed is that?
That's that hits.
It's insane. I was like, I
Yeah.
did that, and my grandma
Mhm.
was like, yeah, that's what you did, and
Wow.
she was crying. I was crying. It was the whole thing.
Wow.
But Fleetwood Mac's Landslide was on that soundtrack of that movie, and every time I hear that song, it immediately reminds me of that moment.
Yeah.
And it like
That year.
every time I hear Landslide, I cry without fail.
It's already a song that's emotional, and to
Right?
have it associated with something so heavy, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, like
That's
that
beautiful,
song in
though.
particular is like out of the 3 we listened to, like that. I don't know. Again, I should have put it in the top 3, but it's so
That's
hard to
okay.
pick 3 love
It's
songs,
so hard to pick.
that you identify
Yeah.
with. But I just
Mhm.
had to give it a shout out because it deserves
That's so
its
fun.
time, and I want to talk about it. But yeah, it makes me not upset in a good way
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it reminds me of those times. But
It's sometimes good to like trigger those emotions with the
Mhm.
songs. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
you've like the selections you picked are so beautiful. And, like
Thank you,
such a
thank you.
range. Yeah, like a perfect level. And thank you for being like so personal and really like being vulnerable on the pod. It's
Absolutely,
great.
I
It's
don't know
great.
how else to be. So
Yeah.
else to be.
Yeah, we spent a little bit of time at the beginning kind of talking about your projects. Is there anything like specific upcoming you want to like talk about or direct people towards or anything?
Sure. I mean, I'll take the opportunity, I suppose. Yeah, Wishwell has got a big year coming up. We're recording our next album in a month or so, and it's like we're so proud of it. I know every band says that about their project, but it's like I really mean that. Like we've worked so hard on these new songs.
But you're all into it. Yeah.
And it's just like it's a new chapter for us. Like we're exploring places we've never been to before with these songs, and again, it's like doubling down on the mental health thing to a tenfold. Like there's a song that's like super personal on this record. That's like I was even nervous to put on the record, but my bandmates were like, "No, this has to go on." I'm like, "All right." So it's like, yeah, we're just like unabashedly like putting it all out there for this record.
Beautiful.
So look
Excited
forward to
for
that.
it. Yeah.
We're going on tour
Sick.
later this year, which is super exciting. It's gonna be from like early October to end of November,
Awesome.
like every other weekend kind of thing. We're calling it a tour, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it's in support of HeartSupport.
Awesome.
$1 from every ticket sold on this whole tour will be donated to HeartSupport to their cause. Yeah, so tour, more songs, music
Yeah.
videos, all that good stuff. Like
Yeah. All the good
the
stuff.
ball
coming
is
up.
rolling. The
Yeah.
ball is rolling.
So keep your eyes on your Instagram.
Yes,
Wishwell.
at Wishwell Band
Wishwell
on
Band.
literally everything, TikTok, Facebook, all that kind of stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eyes on there. I'm so hyped to
Thank
see what's
you.
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you.
We
Yes,
appreciate
definitely.
it. I know
Thank you for
Imogen does.
being here. Yeah.
Thank
I
you for having me.
appreciate it.
This has been an absolute blast and something I don't often get to do.
Like listening
Like,
to music
think
with
about it this hard.
someone and yeah, like listening to music and like having that intimate conversation about it. I feel like
Yeah,
is
and sharing
so-
stories and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like it's
You don't
very
always
it's
get to
very
do it.
therapeutic.
I'm glad.
So thank you for
Glad to
creating the
hear it.
space to do so.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you again for being on. Be sure to subscribe to This Must Be the Place wherever you get your podcasts, whether that's Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
Subscribe now, or I'll come find you.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, what Taylor said. Yeah. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear who you guys want me to have on the podcast. People to talk about love songs, their music, whatever comes up, Toronto locals or beyond. Let me know who you'd like to hear talk about music. Stay up to date with new episodes on our Instagram at This Must Be the Place Pod. Hello, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
She has to come in.
Part of the outro.
Yeah, she always, of course she is. Yeah. Find the playlist for each episode on the Instagram and subscribe to our newsletter to get all these updates in one convenient little package. Lots of love. We'll chat soon. Thank you again for listening. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.